We're going to install the MathType and ChemType LTI tool for use in Schoology through the App Center again. We're going to go ahead and locate our App Center. Once we're at the App Center, let's go ahead and do a Command F or a Control F to search for MathType. Go ahead and type in MathType. It's going to locate it right here. Now it does say starting at $175. Please ignore this. GUHSD has a license to use MathType and ChemType. So we're going to go ahead and click MathType. Going to install LTI app. Go ahead and click I agree. Install for me. Once you have your courses or course selected, I'm going to go ahead and click install now. And we have our confirmation message. We're all set to go. Once we have MathType installed, we're going to need to go individually to each course where it is installed, and we're going to need to set it up because we have to enter the consumer key and the shared secret. So here's one of my courses where I installed the MathType LTI. I'm going to go ahead and select course options. I'm going to select external tool providers. I'm going to go ahead and click MathType. And then if it's not written already, it most likely will not be. The consumer key is Schoology, and the password or the shared secret is LTI. Go ahead and click submit. We're confirmed, and we're ready to use MathType and ChemType in this Schoology course. Please repeat this process for any other Schoology courses where you installed it as well. To use the MathType tool, we're going to access it through a handful of places, either through assignments or discussions. And the way that we're going to do this is most description boxes. We've been inserting content through Google Drive or YouTube. We notice that we see MathType here. We also see equations and LaTeX, which are also equations and symbol type editors that you can have. The MathType tool, however, is much more robust for those of you that are familiar with it. It has a little bit of a different interface than what maybe you're typically used to on the standalone downloadable app. But we see here that we have lots of options. And again, we continue to use this in the hopes that it will mimic exactly what the downloadable version has that you may be using already in your classroom with Google Docs or Microsoft Word. Again, we see we want to use this in a discussion as well. Add discussion. From our description box, we can insert our MathType content or ChemType content there as well. Now, when responding, your students can use the equation editor, but they won't necessarily have the MathType options that you do. They will, however, in the assessments tool, have options for responding with equations, as we saw in our last lessons. And they'll also have the equation editor, the general Schoology equation editor to respond, but they won't necessarily have all the robust MathType tools that the teacher does.